Hey everyone, buckle up because we're diving into a wild story that's been shaking up the tech world. It's about a software engineer named Soham Parekh, a guy from Mumbai who took hustle culture to a whole new level. Some might even say to the extreme. This isn't just about working hard. It's about juggling multiple high-paying tech jobs at once, pulling in big bucks, and sparking a massive debate about ethics, remote work, and the pressures of Silicon Valley. Let's unpack this saga, because it's got twists, turns, and lessons we can all learn from. Soham Parekh's story exploded when Suhal Doshi, the founder of Playground AI, dropped a bombshell on X. He called out Parekh, accusing him of secretly working for 3 to 4 startups at the same time, many of them backed by the prestigious Y Combinator. Doshi said he hired Parekh, only to fire him within a week after spotting red flags like inconsistent availability and shaky work quality. His post went viral, racking up 25,000 likes, and suddenly, other startup founders started chiming in. Companies like Lindy and Animetal shared similar stories. They hired Parekh, dazzled by his smarts and charm, only to realize he was splitting his time across multiple gigs. This wasn't just a side hustle. It was a full-on secret operation. So, how did Parekh pull this off? The guy's a master at acing interviews. Founders described him as sharp, lickable, and a technical wizard who breezed through coding tests. But once hired, things fell apart. Missed meetings, delayed work, and excuses ranging from drone strikes to visa issues raised suspicions. One founder, Hubble from Pali, offered Parekh a $250,000 a year role, only to pull it when Parekh refused to relocate to San Francisco. Why? Because he was likely juggling other jobs from Mumbai. Another startup caught him when an IP logger revealed he was joining Zoom calls from India, not the US as he claimed. Parekh admitted to working 140 hours a week to take control, calling himself a serial non-sleeper who lived for coding. That's intense, but it raises the question, was this hustle or a hustle gone wrong? To take control. This story isn't just about one guy's wild scheme. It's a mirror held up to the industry's obsession with hustle culture. Experts like Dmitry Zaitsev from Dandelion Civilization point out that Silicon Valley's focus on productivity metrics and rapid hiring created a perfect storm, ready to take control. Soft skills like reliability and team presence often take a backseat to technical prowess, letting someone like Parekh slip through the cracks. Zaitsev calls this extreme end of hustle culture, where work becomes a performance and burnout is a badge of honor. Parekh's 140-hour workweeks sound like a nightmare, not a flex. And they highlight a system that equates worth with output, no matter the cost to mental health or ethics. The rise of remote work, especially post-COVID, made Parekh's scheme possible. Alexandru Voica from Synthesia told CNBC that the pandemic's talent wars and flexible work policies opened doors for hardworking folks, but also for those gaming the system. In India's IT sector, moonlighting spiked by 25 to 30% between 20 and 23, driven by low pay and remote opportunities. Parekh himself told a podcast, TBPN, that he juggled jobs out of financial necessity, not greed. He denied using AI or a team of engineers to fake his work, insisting it was all him, fueled by sheer grit. But at what cost? His story has sparked memes, debates, and even admiration from some who see him as a folk hero sticking it to overfunded startups. So, what's the fallout? At least 10 startups have come forward, saying they hired Parekh for underperforming or lying. Some, like George Lioros, claim he worked at multiple companies, earning up to $200,000 per job, only to ghost them when the real work began. Yet, Parekh landed on his feet, signing with a startup called Darwin, whose CEO praised his talent. The tech world's buzzing with opinions. Some call him a scammer, others a legend. Posts on X have turned Soham-gate into a meme fest, ready to take control, with jokes about his LinkedIn header and quips about training AI agents. But beyond the laughs, this saga forces us to ask, is hustle culture broken? Are we rewarding overcommitment at the expense of integrity? Let's wrap this up with the big picture. Soham Parekh's story isn't just about one engineer's audacious hustle. It's a wake-up call. It exposes the cracks in a tech industry that glorifies grinding to the point of exhaustion. It's a reminder that remote work, while empowering, needs better checks to prevent deception. And it's a challenge to rethink how we value work, not just by output, but by trust and balance. Whether you see Parekh as a villain, a victim, or a bit of both, his story has us all talking. So, what do you think? Is this the ultimate hustle, or a cautionary tale about taking things too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going.